Hello everyone, welcome to our new podcast. So today we have Pratishtha ma'am with us, and today we're gonna talk about communication skills. So basically, Pratishtha ma'am is our guest, and she is a public speaker as well as a coach. And today's our topic will be all about communication skills because she is a communication skills coach. Hello Pratishtha ma'am, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much, Rishav, for inviting me to this podcast. It's really a pleasure talking with you.
Yeah. Thank you, ma'am, so for coming and for giving your precious time. So, ma'am, can you very briefly introduce yourselves about you and about your works, what you do?
Sure. Thank you so much. My name is Pratishtha, and I am a public speaker and a coach. I have been on Instagram since 1 year, and since then, it's been a journey full of learning, struggles, failures, and most importantly, I have established my coaching business as well as I have been a successful public speaker. Yeah.
Okay, fine. It means that like since 1 year you have been into this journey of public speaking and you make
Right.
content in Instagram also, and you are also a coach.
Right.
So, ma'am, like, can you tell me like what are the things you have learned from your journey, or what are the things you have gained as a tips you would like to share to our audience? That what are the things you learned from your journey since 1 year, yeah, into public speaking and into communication skills?
Definitely. First one, whenever it comes to communication or public speaking, first learning is the ability to coordinate with others. Because what happens is whenever we are alone or whenever we are, starting our journey in the beginning phase, we
Okay.
have this intuition that, whatever decisions we are taking, we can do it on our own. But when we start growing, we need to know how to coordinate with different kinds of people. So
Mm,
coordination is itself a biggest skill that you can learn. Because if you know how to work with people, you can
mm,
definitely go much more ahead. So this is my first learning. Second learning is consistency. Because whenever you will lack consistency, your audience will not be really interested into watching because you are not showing up every day to them,
mm,
right? So you need to be really consistent in your journey. And the third thing is that never stop learning. Because whenever
mm,
you stop learning or connecting with people, you are really going back, my friend. You need to, you know, your base, your knowledge will increase whenever you have that enthusiasm within you that I want to learn something, I want to develop myself. And believe me, it gives that, feeling of satisfaction that, okay, today I learned something new. Today I have implemented this thing. So these are the three most precious learning that I have taken from my 1 year journey.
Okay, fine. Yeah. That's really great. Yeah, number one is all about coordination. Okay, like how we interact with people, how we talk with people.
True.
Number second and very important, consistency, where a lot
Right.
of people fail. Okay, they do every kind of things, but at consistency, a lot of
Right.
people fail, and that's why they can't improve. And third thing, and very important, learning. Okay, how if we focus on our learning day by day, then definitely we can improve ourselves. So I think we all should learn from you, okay, these three things in like from your journey. So ma'am, like, can you tell me like what is the biggest problem people usually face, like while they're communicating to each other, or like while they're improving their communication skills? What are the biggest hurdle, or what is the biggest struggle or problem a average person usually face?
Right. So, talking about the biggest struggle that people face. So, talking from my experience, I have seen that usually people they have really good thoughts within them. They have that idea. They know how they want to implement it. They know the entire structure. But whenever
Mm,
they are going and expressing it to someone else, they'll just fumble or be like really nervous, and only like
mm,
a minute 25% part of the entire thing would come out in front of others, and rest of the remaining 75% remains within them, right? So
exactly.
first thing, the biggest hurdle is they are not able to clearly express themselves. They don't
Mm,
know how they can take out that ideas and thoughts and make the other person see from their own vision. Second thing
mm,
is nervousness, because people really get nervous while expressing. They have that, we all have this thing within us. We fear that
mm,
judgment thing. What if the other person doesn't like it? What if the other person doesn't approve it? So that fear of rejection is something that stops us. So this is the
uh,
second thing. And the third thing is, most of the time, even people are not even clear. They would be like, okay, you can benefit me this way, but I don't know how my thing can benefit you. So they would just go in front of other people, talk about, okay, you can help me and benefit me this way, will you? Why would the other person come and benefit you? What's
uh,
in it for them? So yeah, these are
exactly.
the three things that they mostly face.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, like you have said rightly, because communication skills is all about conveying the things. Because
yeah,
if you can't convey your ideas, what you're thinking or what you have learned, so it's worthless to like become a good communicator. Okay, so
right.
first of all, you need to convey the things. Okay, a
Hmm,
lot of people I say, okay, mostly in terms of English. Okay, they have a very good English in their mind. Okay, in
right.
their mind, they have a lot of words to say, lot of things to express. But when they come up speaking, they are unable to speak anything. Okay, so it
True.
is like they even don't know how these happen. And second, as you said, a very common disease is all about what people will think. Okay, their
Yeah,
nervousness. Okay, if I do
yeah,
mistake, if I am unable to use a very fanciful word or something, okay, they are always a lot of negativity is going on in their mind. Okay,
right.
nervousness is going on. If even sometime I feel okay if I do any kind of mistake or what they will think. Okay, but right now I don't think because I have been doing it for the long time. And third thing
Right.
is that people are not very clear, okay,
Hmm,
what they're trying to say or what they're trying to convey. So ma'am, as you have said, these all kind of problem, okay, and usually a lot of people face. And even when I was into my journey, because 1 year back I started my journey, I was also facing this kind of problem. I was even unable to convey myself. I was even not very clear what I'm trying to say. And nervousness was one of the common disease everyone have, no matter, okay, like he
right.
he just started or he is from anywhere, okay, a job professional, he every person have this kind of problem. So, ma'am,
True.
can you tell me some of the suggestion or some of the ways how you came out of these things, or how a normal person who is learning or improving can come out of these three things?
True. Firstly, why all these problems occur. If we talk about that, it's because you are not clear about your own personality. You have not developed that level of authority that that you can go and approach and collaborate. What happens is, if people are like, whenever they are collaborating or whenever they are selling or pitching something, they would
Okay.
become really requestive, please take this, please take this. So when you do that, please for a thing, you are letting the other person dominate you, and you do not have to let that happen, right? Neither you should dominate it. It should be like you need to build that level of respect and authority in the mind of other person. Then
Yeah.
only that person will respect you, and then only that person will be willing to listen to your thoughts and your ideas, right? And secondly, if you have like a lot of nervousness, then that
Mm.
can be improved whenever you are like, by practicing. Go do the following, and if you think, I would suggest you that, like, get into the field of sales. The more sales you do, the more things you start pitching to other people, you'll gradually get into that habit.
Mm.
And lastly, I would say you that you need to change your perspective. That
Okay.
whenever you are going, people are out there, they just go and just you pitch. It's just like, it's just a matter of one collaboration and then this is over. You need to build that genuine bond, okay? Like, for example, let us suppose, okay, if you are going to someone, and if you have an idea, whom can you pitch easily? A friend of yours whom you know very well, or a stranger?
Mm.
Obviously a friend, right? Because you know that person, you know his or her
Uh,
behavior, how will she react, and how will they take it. So similarly,
uh,
you need to go, firstly build that bond with them, and then express. That way you will also be comfortable, other person will also be comfortable hearing it, because they will know your nature, they will know that whenever you are saying something, it would be really good. So
mm.
authority building, and next thing is nervousness. If you want to remove that, practice the things. And
Okay.
lastly, as I said, that you need to, create that bond first, and then you need to go about pitching. So yeah, that's
Mm.
like,
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, like if anyone is facing these kind of issues, okay, so you can definitely follow the tips, okay, what ma'am have told, and definitely you will be able to overcome all these three things. Yeah, so ma'am, like one more question I have, okay, and this question comes in a lot of person mind, okay, and a lot of person have asked me this question, that for example, if anybody want to improve their communication skills or want to become a public speaker, so they need mentor or not? Okay, people usually are that, okay, can I do everything by my own self, or should I know, like should I need someone back of me so that they can support me? So ma'am, what do you think, and can you tell something about you, that have you taken any mentor or not, or should any average person need a mentor or not to become a good communicator or to become a good English speaker or to become a good public speaker.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll just share you my own journey as well. Why I believe that a mentor should be there, and why even I have a mentor above me. That's because like whenever when I started my journey 1 year back, so I was doing affiliate marketing first. I didn't like it. Left it. Then I moved on to freelancing, and I was doing freelancing. But the thing was, I was only attracting very cheap clients. So it was like a long hours of work and yet no pay. So
Uh-huh.
that was the case. And then after that, I eventually left it too. Then I met my co founder and we together did a business. And surprisingly, even it failed because our business foundation weren't clear. So
Mm.
finally, we were like done. All the things experimented, three things miserably failed, and now I was thinking about like how can I like get myself out of this thing. So I just saw my mentor's ad and like Instagram account and everything, and I just decided, okay, let me just give it a shot. And you won't believe, she literally changed my life because what happens is, why people say mentor is an important person in your life. I'll say you. Because see, whenever you're doing your journey on your own, you're carrying out your journey, you'll
Mhm.
probably take a lot of time to, figure out the things, to figure out the methods, right? So it's like hustling way too hard. But when you have a mentor, someone who has achieved the results that you want to achieve, that person
Mm.
would definitely know the path. That person would definitely know what kind of mistakes you can do, what kind of hurdles would come your way. So
Uh,
he can like literally handhold you and take you to that position where you want to be, and you
mm.
have that clear cut path ahead of you. So it's
Uh,
like a shortcut, you can say, if you have a mentor. So that is the reason mentor is so necessary, and
uh,
especially in order to become a public speaker. Because even when I do the consultation calls, I see people struggling with this thing that, ma'am, I'm not getting any speaking gigs, I'm not able to express myself, or I'm not getting any monetized gigs. So these
uh,
all things happen because you don't know the path, you don't know where you need to get that proper guidance, or how you should get those gigs. So
mm,
yeah, that's the reason. That is the reason why it is so much more important that you have a mentor. So you can just cut
mm.
short that hustling part and focus more on your goals and
Got
achieve
it.
it. So yeah,
Means like as per your point of view, you want to say that mentor is very much necessary. Okay, because they have already experienced something, and that
yeah,
they can give you a right advice. Okay, and you can work on that advice, and you can get into the thing. Okay, but like as also a person can go without mentor also. Okay, but the thing is that it will take a lot of time. For example, what thing you
definitely.
want to accomplish might be it can take 2 or 3 years, but with the help of mentor it can take 1 year or might be 1.5 year. Okay, so
I'm telling you
mentor
my
make
own
your
journey, right? It's like my 1 year entirely got wasted in experimenting everything, and even there was a lot of money loss also because of this. Because whenever you need to start something new, again you need to invest, again you need to like figure out the things. So it was like a lot of time wastage, money wastage, effort wastage, and top of that,
mm,
it's like whenever the things fail, you get like kind of demotivated, right? So
exactly.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, so means a simple thing you want to say that okay, if
Yeah,
you want to get up in your life, okay,
yeah,
or like if you're doing something in terms of communication skills or any skill, you
yeah.
definitely need to get a right mentor, okay, who have already experienced that thing and who can share their advice and different kind of things, okay, and by which you can go, okay, by their footprints very easily. Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving these piece. So, ma'am, one last question I have, okay, and this question I ask to every guest in my podcast. So ma'am, the question is like, what is a piece of advice or what is a piece of suggestion you would like to give to our listeners who are listening us? Okay, what is a message or your life lesson you have learned from your life or anything you want to give to our audience? Because as you said that advice are really necessary. We should always take advice for our mentors. So today, you are our mentor for us. So what is a piece of advice you would like to give from your life lesson to our audience?
Definitely. So, to everyone listening to me, I would like to say you that, see, in life, whether you learn anything or not, but your mindset would really, really matter to you. Because I'm saying this to you from my own personal experience. Okay, many a times strategies work for you, but if your mindset is not good, your personality will also not be good. And when your personality is not good, then you will attract those kind of people whom you really don't like, you wouldn't like
Mm.
to work with, right? So
Yeah.
work really hard on your mindset, because mindset is the only thing that can get you out whenever you're getting demotivated or you experience failures in your life. And
Mm.
how can you like identify if your mindset has been developed? Your mindset is developed when you have a control over your emotions, okay? Whenever
Yeah.
something good happens in your life, you're not getting really overexcited. Whenever something bad happens in your life, you're not getting too depressed, right? You
Mm.
just know how to stay calm, how to stay peaceful. So whenever you achieve that level wherein things aren't affecting you on a very deep emotional level,
Mm.
congratulations, you have, transformed your mind.
Oh,
So
great.
that's the thing.
Okay, fine, fine. Means like if I summarize your piece of advice,
Yeah.
okay, like you have give two. Like number one is all about mindset. It change your mindset. Like there is one saying also like 80% mindset and 20% skills. Okay, if you can change your mindset, okay, like for becoming successful, you need 80% right mindset with all the dedication and 20% skills to get up in your life. And second most important thing, very valuable thing, and very rare people say that because I have talked to a lot of people and I've invited them, so yeah, they also give a very good piece of advice. Okay, but your piece of advice is very unique, and I'm getting it for the first time. Okay, very rare people say that. Okay, work on your emotional intelligence, because
Yes.
what people do, they work on their IQ. They become more and more intelligent, but they don't focus on their EQ, which is emotional intelligence, making
Right.
themselves emotionally strong. Okay, yeah, thank you so much, ma'am, for giving these two pieces of advice. And like next video, like we will be making on emotional intelligence also, because it is a very good topic. Okay, we need to cover, because a lot of people even don't know what is emotional intelligence. They don't know what
True.
is IQ. Like they know what is IQ, how to increase IQ, but they don't know what is EQ. And in order
Right.
to become a successful person, you need both the things. I think for
Right.
me, EQ is more important than IQ, because if you
True.
are emotionally strong, you can do anything in your life. You can cross anything, and you can climb the ladder of success. Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving
Right.
this piece of advice and for coming to my podcast and sharing your valuable knowledge with our audience. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me.